Hey guys, back with yet another JobKeeper update. So we've got JobKeeper 2.0 now. So this was released some time ago, but I held off doing a video purely based on JobKeeper 1. They kept releasing new info, and no surprise, they've only just sort of finished the finalisation on JobKeeper 2.0. So we are on the eve of JobKeeper 2.0 starting. Today is Friday, the 25th of September. And this one will kick off on Monday next week. So we've just found out, obviously, what is involved with 2.0. I just want to quickly run through the details or give you a bit of a summary of what's happening for 2.0. If you need more detail, then we can dig deeper later on with any particular circumstance you may have anyway. So basically, to get us started, a few nuts and bolts with 2.0. So basically how it works, so there's two extension periods. The first one is basically the December 2020 quarter, and the second period is the March 2021 quarter. So it basically goes for 3 months for each different period there, so 6 months all up, but two separate periods. And the second point there, so just because you're eligible for JobKeeper 1, it does not make you automatically eligible for JobKeeper 2.0. So we need to meet some new tests this time, which I'll chat about in a sec anyway. And how it works, so when I said there's two separate quarters, so each quarter will be tested separately. So unlike JobKeeper 1, even if you made it once, you were eligible for the whole period. This you need to test for each individual separate quarter. So just because you qualify for the December 2020 quarter does not make you automatically eligible for the March 2021 quarter. So there's two separate tests for each of the quarters here. I guess, but the good news is, so even if you don't meet period 1, being the December quarter, you may still be eligible for the March quarter later on. So just because you miss out on the first round, it doesn't mean that you won't get the second round. So basically, so which businesses are eligible? So it basically goes off your GST turnover as per your BAS. So this is where the rules have changed. Whereas in JobKeeper, or I guess 1.0, we were able to choose whether you're on cash or accruals. But for 2.0, it has to be whatever your BAS says. So if you're not sure, look at your BAS statement. It should say cash or accruals up the top. And whatever that says, that's how you have to test this one. So basically, to be eligible for the first quarter, you need to get your September 2020 turnover and compare it to your September 2019 quarter. And obviously, the period 2, your December 2020 quarter versus December 19 quarter there. And again, the same rules with the reduction. It needs to be 30% reduction if you're a small business. There are alternative tests, which I won't chat about in this video. But if you do need more info on that, please let me know. So if you don't meet those tests, so if you're no longer eligible, you just need to stop lodging your monthly declarations there, and then that's it. And then you can obviously retest again for the December quarter to see how you go there, to see if you can get the second period. So one of the big things with a lot of businesses here is with the JobKeeper enabling directions. So that is basically, if you're eligible for JobKeeper, you could have instructed your employees to adjust their hours and only pay them according to the $7.50 per week. But this time around, because if you're not eligible for the JobKeeper, they have recognised that they basically don't want businesses offloading a heap of staff, obviously. So they have said that if your turnover has dropped by 10%, so again, September quarter versus September 19 quarter, so if your turnover has gone down by 10% or more, you may still be able to do the JobKeeper enabling directions. So you may still be able to legally instruct your staff to work less hours. So again, I'm not a HR specialist, but you can follow that one up to see if that applies for yourself or not. But with that one, to be able to do that, you will need a certificate signed off by a tax agent or a BAS agent. So if you're in that position and you would like to still continue using those enabling directions, get in touch, and we'll need to do some tests, and we need to sign off on a certificate for you to continue to do that. So basically, the eligible employees and payments. So basically, it can either be an employee with your business as of 1 March or 1 July. And the payments are for period 1. So the payments have been reduced to $1,200 a fortnight, and period 2, $1,000 a fortnight, or the lower rate. So there is a high rate and a lower rate. And basically, you can see the rates here on the screen, but with the high rate, so to get the high rate, you must have worked at least 80 hours in a 28-day period before the 1st of March and the 1st of July. So pretty much for the month of February and the month of June, as long as you worked more than 80 hours in either of those periods, you are eligible for the higher rate. And you will need to notify the ATO which employees, whether on the higher rate or lower rate, from there. So basically what to do from here. So obviously review your September 2020 quarter turnover. Again, but that's as per your BAS figures. So check if it's cash or accruals and make sure you're looking at the correct figures there. Because obviously if you get that wrong and you're not eligible and you do claim it, you'll have to pay that back. So next step, register on the ATO site if you haven't already. If you're eligible for JobKeeper 1.0, you won't need to re-register. You'll just sort of continue through. And again, if you, so any new employees, give them their employee nomination forms, get them to sign those ones, and just enroll and apply for future payments from there. So if you do need help, we can actually review this stuff for you and act on your behalf with the ATO. So obviously there is work and a risk from our point of view to get this right. There is time involved in obviously ensuring that you are eligible, and that's where our service comes in, that we do review everyone's situation to make sure that you are eligible, and if you are, then we make sure we comply with what the ATO want there. So obviously there is a little bit of work involved in that one there. So, but yeah, if you have any questions or want some more detail for your business to see if you are eligible or with your employees, feel free to get in touch and we'll go from there. Thanks guys.